everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Morning Chisme podcast. Sister, how you doing, girl?
It's hot.
Swass season.
Everywhere.
Every crevice of my body.
Every crevice. There's not one crevice. Like, when the back of my knees gets sweaty, it's over. My underboob,
Underboob is literally the worst.
This is why I would get my boobs done, get them taken off, like get a reduction, but have them literally just like sit up to never have underboob sweat.
Yeah, underboob sweat is wild. It is such a wild concept. Like, why am I sweating under my titties? Like, leave me alone. It's already the struggle. Like, you can barely find clothes, or else everything looks like inappropriate on you. Like, you can't wear anything, or you look balloon top. Like, it's just not the vibes.
Balloon top?
Yes. Like, do you ever like AirPod vibes?
Yeah, I give that because I have no ass.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay though. You're working on it.
Not really.
No, you're not squatting?
No, I just gave up. Like, at this point, like, I'm never going to have an ass.
It's okay. That's okay. We did see a lot of asses though last weekend in Miami.
I know. The girlies be having booties over there.
Yes.
Bought and or worked out for.
Yeah. Period. Like,
yeah.
I'm all for it. If you want to get a BBL done, like, period. I will say though, I was so excited for Miami. Okay, I was pumped. I thought it was gonna be the vibes. The vibes, but just were not vibing for me.
Yeah.
Was it amazing meeting Rauw Alejandro? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But for me, the vibes in Miami just don't match my energy.
It was a little overwhelming.
It's really overwhelming. Me personally, I think the vibes in Miami are a little dark. It just gives desperation. And I said this when we were on the trip, like, everybody seems like they just want to like get in places and like, that's fine, like, but I'm just not in my clubbing era, so like, I don't resonate.
Yeah. And like, I feel like you have to like look the part and dress the part, and I just didn't feel like we fit in.
Yeah, it was just, for me, it was just not the kind. I wouldn't pick Miami as a vacation spot again. Like, we went to meet Rauw Alejandro. Had it been in Chicago, the meet and greet, like, I would have done that too. But it was the only option that I could find with meet and greet. So I didn't pick Miami because of Miami. I picked it because it was the only option that we could find meet and greet so last minute. But I would not go back. Or if I went back, I wouldn't do the downtown thing. Like, I wouldn't do like South Beach. I would do more like local things because I think that's more my vibe.
Yeah.
But I just, it wasn't.
Also, I think it's because we had such limited amount of time.
Yes.
So we had to do things like very on schedule because we had things that we needed to go to that we didn't really get to enjoy and do like
Miami things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like we got there late as fuck.
Oh my God. Anything that could have went wrong in this trip went wrong.
Yes.
We get to the airport. Our flight is delayed. Okay.
We land in Miami.
We land. But we did meet some amazing friends on the flight, literally on our same row.
Yes.
Okay, on our same row. They were staying at our same hotel. So we hung out with them for a little bit.
Yeah. They were super, super cool.
Super nice.
So we land in Miami. Someone tries to take Maria's bag.
Yeah, someone tried to take my carry-on. And I was like, that's mine.
This is literally foreshadowing. We land in Miami. We all go back to the same hotel together. It takes us, 45 minutes to get our room?
Yes. Mind you, it's already 11 something.
Yeah.
11:40. It was almost midnight.
Yeah.
So we get our room. Finally.
Literally.
We change. We go and get something to eat because a lot of places in Miami stay open late. Food was great. It was amazing. We go back to the room, go to sleep. The next day, we kind of have like a day filled with cute things. Yeah. We go to brunch and then it starts pouring down rain, which I knew because I've been to Miami before that like it just rains like really, really hard and then it stops. Then we went to the beach. That was fun. And we also went to, what was that place called?
El Patio.
El Patio. That was so cute.
Yeah, it was
so
cute.
Fun. Go to the beach. Then we start getting ready for the Rauw Alejandro after party that we got invited to.
Yes. And I contemplated very heavily if I was even going to share this because I Like, I don't blame anyone, but at the same time, it is frustrating. So we were invited. So I was invited by the company, the creator of the event, to attend the after party at Live in Miami. We were staying in the Brickell area. So it was like not that close. It was like 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
So we start getting ready, whatever. I looked through my emails. I confirmed with the person multiple times.
Yeah.
And I'm a confirmer because I'm not going to go somewhere that I'm not gonna get in.
Like, I feel like that's also out of your comfort zone.
Yes,
so
very much so.
Because you were like, oh my gosh, how cool is it that I'm invited? So we go.
So we, first of all, the concert from the Saturday night had just let out, so there was no Ubers.
It was taking forever, which was our fault, but
yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It took us like 30 minutes to get an Uber. We go to, Live. People had been, hyping up Live. They're saying this is the best nightclub in the world, whatever. We get to the hotel because Live is in a hotel. There's like a VIP entrance and like a ticket entrance. And there is zero organization in the VIP area. I'm talking about zero. People are just gawking at the promoter to try to get in. It's not my energy. I already have so much anxiety when it comes to these scenarios. Like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
So I'm already out of my comfort zone. Like you said, we're dead sober. It is 1 a.m.
Dead sober.
I go up to the lady.
It is 1 a.m.
Literally
y'all.
1 a.m.
It is 1 what was it? What time did we end up getting in? Because our names weren't on the fucking list.
Yes. So we got in at like 1:45 too. So we find this lady. She's like, I guess, letting in the VIPs. I go up to her and I'm like, hey, I'm with so-and-so. My name should be on the list. Can you check for me? She checks. She's like, your name is not on the list. And I'm like, I already had this like horrible feeling like this is gonna happen. It just felt like it was gonna happen. So now I'm like, fuck, it is 1 a.m. We're 30 minutes away from the hotel. Like, do I fight hard to get in or do I call the people? Like, what do I do? So I looked through my emails just to see if maybe I'm delusional and I got the date wrong. No, I confirmed multiple times. I end up finding a phone number. I call the people. The people message me via message, like text message. We go back and forth. We're trying to figure out how to get us in. But it just felt like so much work that like, it was just like not that deep for me. Like at that point I should have just like cut my losses and gone home, but I didn't. Finally we go up to the lady and she looks at Maria and she's like, wait, what's your name? Let's see if you're on the list. This maybe not entire time, but Maria was on the list. But my thing is like our last names are the same.
Yeah.
So she clearly either didn't look at the list correctly or the people that had invited me had just put our name on the list and it had popped up.
Yeah.
But it was like an hour later. So we had
It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild. I was like, oh my goodness. Like it's already like 1:45. No, we got in at 1:42. I remember.
Yeah.
1:42 in the morning, we get in and I'm just like, ooh, like, this is like past my bedtime. Mind you, we had done activities all day.
Literally.
All day. We woke up, had some coffee, did this, did that, And so we get in. I've never been to Live before. I like the music.
Mm-hmm.
It had good vibes. I think that, it was really expensive for drinks. Yeah. I think that obviously everything that happened beforehand probably played a big
factor. It was a huge factor.
In what I'm about to say. It ain't all that great in my opinion.
No.
Like I thought that I was going to walk into like...
I thought we were going to walk into the Omnia, okay? I was thinking Omnia, Las Vegas. The amount of money it cost to get in.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the tickets right before we went to Live because I was like, okay, worst case scenario, I'll just buy us tickets and we'll get in. No, the tickets were ranging from like $290 to $500. For $500, it just didn't seem worth it. And I'm sure my opinion is skewed because in that point, I was like, this is so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
We walk in. We get a drink. It's like $100.
Yeah.
We're like, okay. We're sitting there waiting. We're like, okay, like it's Live. It's the second night of the Rauw Alejandro Miami like portion of the shows. He has to be here. He's gonna come.
He never showed up.
Bitch. He never
showed up. He never showed up. Which he doesn't have to show up, right? But like, damn, I was like,
I know, dude.
All of this for nothing. Then my geriatric ass, my knee gives out.
Yeah.
Like we're waiting for Rauw Alejandro. At this point it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? My knee just gives out. Like I'm like standing there, like just like dancing and my knee just kind of like, and I'm like,
I know.
My knee went numb. I was like, did I just like tear something? Like, dude, I was like, okay. So then it was like, we were like, okay, like it looks like he's not showing up. It's like 3:00 in the morning. Let's go.
Yeah. And I don't want to sound ungrateful. That's not the energy I'm trying to put out. It was just like all this effort for that was just frustrating because I don't like that scenario in the first place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that you went out of your comfort zone and you really try to make this a really like fun experience. And I think that everything that could have gone wrong went wrong in this trip.
And that's not even the last thing,
and
y'all.
that's not even the last thing.
That is not even the last thing.
The next day, we don't really do much because it's the Rauw Alejandro meet and greet. We want to be ready for that. We get ready. We go to we go to the meet and greet. The meet and greet was great. I thought it was a little strict.
Meeting Rauw Alejandro, that portion of the meet and greet was amazing. Meeting him, he's so nice, gorgeous, beautiful. It was great. Like, he's such a great human. I'm so excited I got to meet him. However, the level of strict that they were was almost to the point of, like, uncomfortableness. Like, they made this entire list of things that you can't do, and they, like, told you repeatedly to the point where they took your phone, which I understand privacy and like security reasons for him. I get that, but it didn't scare you a little bit because you're about to go in and you're like, okay, do this, don't do this, because they're like staring at you.
Yeah.
And I get that, but I wish it would have been a little more like relaxed because it did. I have anxiety, so I was already really anxious. So I was like more anxious because of the level of strictness that they were showing us. I was like, okay, like the guy was like, if you screen record, you're gonna get kicked out. If you do this, you're gonna get kicked out. If you do this, you're gonna get kicked out. I'm like, okay, what are we allowed to do? That list might be shorter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but meeting him was so lovely. Rauw Alejandro is so nice.
Rauw Alejandro is so nice. He is just such a lovely person.
Yeah.
I've never really met an artist before, so it was such a great experience. I had gotten the vinyls for the Cosa Nuestra vinyl before my birthday, and there were some posters there, so we got the posters signed. He wished me a happy birthday, and he was great. He was so lovely, so great. Like, he's everything that I had hoped he was in an artist. And for all the ladies that said he probably smells so good, he does smell great.
Very good.
I almost asked him, like, what cologne do you use? Because he smelled really nice.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
When I was like looking, because I went in and I like blacked out a little bit. I was so nervous. I was so starstruck. I was like, I looked at him for a second and I was like not speaking because I was in such like shock. I was like, you're so handsome. Like, you know what I mean? Not even in like a, oh my God, like, but he was just so handsome.
I think for me he had really great energy.
Yes.
That was it for me. Like, the energy that he put out was such like, it was such great energy. You can tell that he's like a really nice person to be around. And I'm sure like, you can just tell that he just exudes like positive energy, and I really like that.
Yeah, especially because it was a nerve-wracking scenario, given the fact that there was a lot of people in the room. Like, he made it feel like, yes, like, although there's all these people here, like, we're just having a normal conversation.
Right.
I wish I would have invited him to my birthday party, and I didn't. But I can't even tell you exactly what I said, but I was trying to just keep calm the whole time. I was like, just breathe, bitch.
Well, I told him it was my birthday because the girl on the line told me to tell him that it was my birthday. He wished me a happy birthday on my poster. And then he asked me how old I was turning. He told me that the 30s are the new 20s. We chit-chatted a little bit. We laughed. And then that was that. And it was just like, it was like a really cool, like, I never felt uncomfortable. It was like, he was a really nice person.
Yeah, no, I agree.
10 out of 10 would meet him again if I had the chance.
Yeah, I think that meeting him specifically was the best part. I think all of the stuff before was a little too much for me.
Yes. And I think that also, like, the fact that the night before Live, it was like, it all just added together. Then we go to his concert.
Oh, mind you, also, we got home from Live really late, so we did not get enough sleep.
Yeah.
So we were already running on, like, low energy. So that plus anxiety was just, like, making me extra nervous. But meeting him was lovely. But next step, we go to the concert. The concert was great. I will say, Miami crowds get a little more rowdy than I would say that other crowds do. People were taking seats. People were trying to get into other people's seats.
The people in front of us basically other people were, I guess, I tried to get down there and use their seats, and then we were just like, damn, like, because when we went to Utah, everything was so strict.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe in Miami it would be strict too, but no, people were like seat hopping everywhere. Like
seat stealing.
Yeah, there was this couple that literally kept like running away from the security guard and coming back. And I'm like, dude, like just go to your assigned seat.
Yeah, like you're in the venue. Like you have a seat here.
Yeah.
It was just too much. But overall the show was amazing.
Amazing.
Killed
always.
it. Killed it.
It's always so good.
Rauw Alejandro is a one-of-a-kind talent. Singer, performer, actor, theatrics. It was just everything. It was just such a good performance. Cosa Nuestra tour was literally that bitch.
It really was. It really was. There's a part at the end of the performance where they're like slow, like they're going slow-mo. Until this day, I just can't wrap my mind around the fact that like they're actually doing it in slow motion and it looks so good. Like this is not a movie that they slowed down. This is these people so fucking talented. And I know that's probably like something so crazy because like, okay, like he sings and he does all these things, right? Mm-hmm. But he is literally like they're all him and his entire cast and people and dancers or whatever are going slow motion. And I'm like, wow, like this is so amazing. I don't know why that part just like gets to me.
Yeah, no, for sure. Overall, the show was 10 out of 10. I would go see it again. Go see it again and again and again. It was too good. And then, okay, so we finish the show. We go back home. The next day, we're flying out. We're flying out. And I'm like, there is nothing else that can happen. We are going home. Everything is dandy. We get into this to the gate. Our flight is fucking delayed. No big deal. We get on the plane. We land in Houston. And someone steals my carry-on.
Mind you, with all the stuff that we received from the Rauw Alejandro.
Everything from the Rauw Alejandro concert. My like faja, my bras, like shit, like what do you need that for? Yeah. It was so annoying. So we land in Houston. They tell us on the intercom there's connecting flights on the plane, so like people need to get off quickly. I look up, my bag is there. I let the family behind me go in front of me. I don't know why I did that. I feel so dumb now because that was the moment where my bag got stolen. I turned back around and my bag is gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm running off the plane. I'm looking around everywhere. Someone comes up to me and she was like, hey, I saw this one person take your bag. And I'm like, okay. We don't find the bag. I go up to United. United does not give a flying fuck. They're so rude about it. Then they kind of say that it's my responsibility because it's a carry-on. It doesn't have tags, so they can't like do all this thing. So I'm just like, damn. You know what? Like, I used to tell myself, a carry-on will never be stolen. It's literally on the plane with you. Like, you have visibility of your bag when it's a carry-on. No, they can get stolen. And it did. It was such a humbling moment. I've never had a bag stolen before.
That is so crazy to me. Like, it's so crazy to me that someone stole your carry-on.
With my phone number, my address, and my fucking name. That's the part that trips me out.
What do you mean?
I have a tag on it. I had put a tag on it.
So someone actually stole it because they could have sent it back to you.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, the person that took my bag did not return it by now. Like, my bag was, like, if it was lost and someone accidentally took it, they never returned it. Because United reached out to me and they were like, oh, we didn't find your bag. Like, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think the worst part of it all is just feels like such an invasion of privacy. Like, I don't care about the dresses and the clothes in the bag, but my name and my address and my phone number are all attached to that bag. You know what I mean? It just feels weird.
No, but it's like, even if you were mad about your dresses, your bras, your fajas, everything, like, that's so valid. Someone took your bag.
Yeah, literally.
Someone literally took your fucking bag.
With my used underwear in it. And I keep thinking about that. Like, someone has my DNA somewhere.
I know. It's weird. So weird. I cannot wrap my head around it. When you told me that, I thought you were kidding.
No, I wasn't.
We were sitting a couple seats behind Kathy, and she gets off the plane, and I see her, like, tearing up, and I'm like, oh, you're not kidding.
No. And honestly, at that point, it wasn't even about just just the bag. It was just about everything that happened in like a few days. Yeah. That I was just like, fuck, like really? You know, like I wanted to get home, like get my bag, come home, just like breathe. And I was like, of course. And I had all my shit from the VIP. So I was like, okay.
I know. All like That is so
fucking annoying. Like, who steals a bag? Like, what in there could you possibly want? Nothing of value to you is in there. To whoever stole it.
Yeah.
Like, nothing of value. I didn't, oh my God. And the thing is, right before I went on the plane, I was like, you know what? Last time my backpack didn't fully fit under the seat, so I'm going to take my work laptop and put it in my suitcase. I remember thinking that. Like, it'll fit, it'll not be a big deal. I'm so glad that I didn't fucking do it. Because can you imagine? I would be fucking losing my mind if my work laptop was in my suitcase.
Yeah.
I have a hair in my nose. It's really bothering me. Do you see it?
No, I don't see it, but I
it's
had
not
one
a booger.
earlier.
It's not a booger, y'all.
Yeah,
if it was a booger, mind your business.
Yeah, it was a tough couple of days.
Miami, meeting Rauw Alejandro was so phenomenal. Love him. Everything else, I will not be going back to Miami for a good long time.
I think we just have really bad luck.
Yeah. But like, what the fuck does that mean?
I know.
Can someone please, where is Jazz's like Etsy lady?
Yeah, we needed the egg on you.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Someone's putting a bad vibe. And then on top of that, okay, TMI, I got diarrhea during the trip too.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't be at the beach the whole time because I got explosive diarrhea. So that was fucking awful. And like I didn't want to share that, but like that was like also like great. Like I literally had to leave the beach. And the thing is like I couldn't get back into the hotel that we were like got like the beach chairs from because like it was locked. So I had to beg the pool worker, please, sir. I told him, I was like, I'm gonna pee myself. Obviously it wasn't just pee. I was about to shit my pants. And I was wearing a white romper. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I would have just ended it there. Like, run me over at this fucking point. But anyways, that was the Miami trip. It was a doozy. It'll be a story that we tell for years to come. Oh, overall though,
but we got to meet Rauw Alejandro, and that's what we went for. And that part was great. And
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I have to tell myself it is what it is. Because I've cried about the suitcase so many times.
Yeah.
So you know, it is what it is. It is what it fucking is. Yeah. You know it is what it is. Anyways, you guys, we need to talk about something very serious. We're going to switch topics here. I know we just laughed and gigged and gagged and googed, but we need to talk about something that's very important. You know, as Latinas, we are never going to sit here in silence and not bring up topics that matter to us because that's not who we are. Okay.
And we've been very, very vocal about it.
Exactly.
In our podcast.
Exactly. And we have said it many times. What's happening in our community is actually really fucking sad. And I find it a little disheartening that people with large influences are not saying anything. People with millions of followers don't say anything because they're scared it'll ruin their bag. But can you sleep at night knowing...
To be scared of ruining your bag is wild to me.
I'd rather fucking be
poor with human decency.
Literally. And the thing is, they're not going to be poor. They're going to stay at the same level. My thing is with these large influencers that don't want to say shit is like, would you want to be associated with a company that would drop you for this?
Exactly.
Like, do you not care?
You would actually be more in your bag if you spoke out about it.
It's insane.
But you know, a lot of the times they say it's because they're not educated enough. At this point, that is no longer an excuse. I don't want to fucking hear it. Educate yourself. Do some research.
Yeah, even against your will, I'm sure you have seen the videos of the ICE raids. People's families destroyed, children crying, families ripped apart. It was never about criminals. I'm going to say this again. It was never about deporting criminals. It was always about getting rid of us, getting rid of people who are Latinos, who look Latino, who speak English, who speak Spanish, who are born here, who are naturalized. It never fucking mattered because people who are citizens are getting detained because people just feel they're so comfortable being racist now. Yeah. And this is what you voted for also. Yeah. If you are a Trump supporter at this point, this is what you voted for. This is direct correlation to your decision to vote for that man. And I have a specific message for Ileana Garcia, the co-founder of Latinas for Trump. She is a Republican from Florida. She now regrets and condemns Trump for his deportation, for the mass deportations. I find it interesting that now, when your select group of people, your direct, family or loved ones are getting, affected by this, now you care. But This was always the agenda. This was always the agenda. This was always the plan.
They thought that nothing was going to happen to them. That's what they thought.
Your proximity to whiteness is not going to save you. They think we all look the same.
Exactly.
They don't give a fuck if you were born here or not.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck if you came here legally or illegally. It was always about the fact that they want to be racist out loud. Okay? So I urge you, if you are a Latina content creator with a small, medium, large, minuscule platform, talk about this. This is ruining our community. This is destroying families. This is disheartening, and we will not be silent.
Yeah. Oh, we will
not be silent.
We will not.
No, we will.
I personally don't have that big of a platform, but rest assured, I will never shut the fuck up about this.
Yeah.
Rest assured. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I post about this stuff every single week. Like, it's too much. It's too much. And they're treating our people like animals. Animals.
It's so sad and
the
disgusting.
fact that you fucking stay quiet, but then you're Latina when it's convenient for you. I'm sorry to say this, you're a piece of shit.
Literally. It's disappointing and disheartening. But, I almost like, sometimes I'm like, don't even speak out. Like, you're doing it now because like you're being forced to. Like, it was never about caring. It was never about like doing it. You're doing it because you don't want to get canceled.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, is it like the intent isn't even there because you never wanted to do it in the first place. Like, I cannot imagine sitting and watching all of this happen and being like, you know what? I don't want to say anything because my bag is too important. Like, who gives a fuck?
People care more about their bag than human decency.
Your platform of 10, 15, 5 million followers. I promise you, if this bag doesn't work out, I promise you so many doors will open for you for doing the right thing. Like, it's just wild. I could not imagine laying in bed at night and thinking, you know what? Fuck my community. My bag is too important.
Yeah.
No. And that's my thoughts on that. Additionally to this, though, we did see earlier this week that Elon and Trump broke up.
They did.
They are no longer cordial.
Uglies.
They're not. They're no longer cordial. Elon came for Trump on X.
We knew that. I literally said this. We said this. We knew this shit was going to happen. Did I think it was going to be so soon? No. I think that they would at least make it to 6 months.
No, not even.
Not even.
Like, what?
It's 5 months.
January 19th. So Trump's been president for 5-ish months.
Yeah.
And now they're, no longer in a good place. And, Elon is saying some very wild things on Twitter.
Very wild stuff. So I wonder how MAGA feels about them because they were all about Elon.
Now they're turning on him too, though.
Of course they are.
And they're saying he should get deported. So, like, they blindly follow this orange man like nothing. That is crazy. I don't understand it.
I need to know when in the world we went and got like when did y'all have this meeting that some of us did not partake in? Because like y'all are following this man, like
they need to see it through. I feel
it's crazy. Like they follow him to the point where there's like
proof. There could be right in front of them. It could happen in front of them in person.
Donald Trump could say, "Stick your finger in my ass," and because whatever, and they would all do it.
They would do it.
That's how crazy it is. Like the way that they follow him is sickening.
It's wild. It is wild. And then they try to like make fun of people who voted for Kamala Harris. Like, girl, at the end of the day, you are not going to get the last laugh. Like, it is not going to be you, queen.
It's not.
It is not. You are not going to be sitting on the right side of history. You are not.
Yeah.
Like
you're an embarrassment.
Yeah, it's true.
Point blank,
honestly,
period.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Being a Trump supporter in this day and age is crazy.
Being MAGA is embarrassing. The way that you, like, I'm not saying being a Republican is embarrassing.
There's a difference.
There's a difference. It's being so far up Donald Trump's ass that you call him Daddy Trump, Papi Trump. What is wrong with you? And it's men who claim to be against same-sex marriage. Yet you're over here calling another man daddy? You're fucking sick. Like, you're fucking sick.
Also, can I just say something real quick? I find people judging homosexuality to be insane. Because why the fuck do you care if another man is fucking another man? Like, why does that bother you? Are you jealous? Like,
do you want it to be you?
Do you want it to be you? Like, it never makes sense to me why people fucking care.
Yeah, it's like, why do you care if it's, or like, there was they did an interview with one of like MAGA people, right? And he's like, well, Joe Biden was making me gay. And the guy's like, so you're gay? He's like, no, don't say that. And it's like, no one's making you gay.
Nothing can make you gay.
Yes.
You either are gay or you're not.
Yeah.
And if you're gay, who gives a fuck? Okay, who gives a fuck?
Love is love.
Literally. Okay, if we haven't made it very abundantly clear on the podcast, we support the LGBTQ plus. Okay, and I find it insane when people are like, "Well, I don't blah blah blah." Who cares?
Then fucking turn around. It's none of your business.
Then go home to your wife and be in your straight marriage. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck.
Oh my god! Like, I simply I can't grasp that. Like, I cannot, like, if you don't like it, then don't be in one. Like,
don't do it.
Then
it's
don't
so
do
simple.
it. It's so simple.
Like, it's wild.
Oh my god.
It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. It will never, like, okay, like, you don't like men having relationships with men, then don't be in a relationship with a man. It's literally like that fucking simple. If you don't want women to be in a relationship with women, then don't be in a relationship with a woman if you're a woman. Like, it's literally not that deep. Like, go elsewhere.
Mind your business.
Literally. Like, just because you're fucking miserable doesn't mean other people don't get to live their truth.
I know.
And a lot of the time it's jealousy because they feel some sort of way internally and they're trying to push it with hate. Like, just go be over there and be quiet, or just be your true self. Goodbye. So annoying. I find it so annoying. Like, literally, shut the fuck up. The amount of people I've seen this month say, oh, well, it's Men's Health Month and it shouldn't be Pride Month. It can be both, first of all. And why the fuck do you only talk about men's mental health when you're trying to tear other people down? Men don't suffer in silence, because why am I always hearing it? Okay?
Always.
Like, always fucking hearing it. And you can celebrate both if you want to. Like, you can talk about both.
Yeah. And if you don't want to, like, celebrate Pride Month, okay. But, like, let others celebrate. Like, I don't... Like, oh, my God. I could, like, talk about this for days because I just simply don't understand.
Like, if you don't want to celebrate Pride Month, don't go to a Pride Parade. Don't celebrate it. Don't acknowledge it. But why do you need to ruin it for everyone fucking else?
Yeah.
The world does not revolve around you and your beliefs and your religion and what you think and your conservative values. Like, no one has to abide to your rules because you feel like it. I feel like a lot of the times Christians will push their beliefs onto other people. There are so many religions on this fucking planet. People are allowed to believe whatever they want to believe, okay?
Yes.
And that's that. If you don't believe in same-sex marriage, don't get married to the same sex. Done. Goodbye. Now shut the fuck up.
I know.
Period.
It's crazy how people don't see it like that. Because I'm just like, it's...
Oh my God, it's so fucking annoying. I literally, like... Twitter is like... I will go to Twitter sometimes just to, like, see what's trending and stuff. And I'm just like... Every time I see some dumb shit, and I'm like... I have to leave. I have to leave or I'm going to be really fucking annoyed. Because, like, you can't think this way. It's 2025. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up. Like, goodbye. The world does not revolve around you.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was our, important segment of the podcast.
Right.
And if you don't agree with anything we just said, this podcast is not for you.
Yes.
We support women, immigrants,
Women's
LGBTQ plus communities, all communities that are suffering right now, we support. So if that's not you, then this podcast is simply not for you.
And
Go listen to something else. Go listen to, I don't even know what podcast conservatives listen to because I don't listen to them.
Exactly.
So it is what it is. But anyways, something that came out this week is that we're getting a reunion for The Secret Life of Mormon Wives Season 2. And Nick Viall is going to be the host, which I don't love. Nick Viall is just...
It makes sense why he had all the girlies on his podcast, though.
Yeah, no, I do get it. He's, like, very integrated into the world of The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. But, like, I just, like, don't trust a straight man as a host. Like, it should be Andy Cohen.
It should be absolutely Andy Cohen.
A mini Andy Cohen or someone that's, like, Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Nick Viall is going to be, like, too, like...
I feel like anytime anyone goes on his podcast... He just makes them feel seen. He doesn't really call them out for their shit. And, like, what's the point in that?
Yeah, like, there's...
At that point, like...
I leave every podcast that he has with someone thinking that like he's on their side, and then I'll watch him on somebody else and they're talking about that person and he's like agreeing with them. So I'm like, do you have an opinion?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like it should have been someone else. I understand that Andy Cohen is on Bravo and like this is going to be on Hulu, and like Bravo usually, streams on Peacock. So there's opposing networks here, but Andy Cohen would have been the most massive slay.
Yeah.
It would have been, the girls would have been shook.
Yeah.
But no, I guess it's going to be Nick Viall.
I'm excited to see it, though. I'm excited to see what all goes down. And
I'm excited.
Demi is not going to be part of the reunion.
Which is insane. So Demi is not going to be a part of the reunion for Secret Life of Mormon Wives Season 2. But she is filming for Season 3.
For someone that had a lot to say, it's funny how she didn't show up.
Exactly. And I wonder why.
She can't take it. That's the thing.
She can dish it out, though. She can say it out loud.
Dish it the fuck out, but she can't take it.
I do think it's because she's very well aware that she's guilty in this scenario.
Duh.
And I'm not saying that Marciano's right, because I think he's such a loser. But I do believe something happened between him and Demi.
Me too.
But he's literally like, girlies, like we could have done a lot better than Marciano.
I know.
Like we could have picked a much better looking man.
Yeah.
Like at least Chef Anthony. Like if we're gonna go for someone on Vanderpump Villa, please have some taste. Marciano's actually wild. It's wild to me. But I'm very excited to see the reunion for Secret Life of Mormon Wives Season 2. It's going to be airing July 1st.
Period.
I wonder if it's going to be like a one-part situation. Is it going to be multiple parts? Is it going to be just an hour? I feel like on the reunion sometimes they just do like an hour and that's it. And I'm like, weak. I'm hoping for more than just a little bit of the season, just because they literally aired the entire thing at once. And it was a lot. Like,
and I need the part of the to be continued.
Yeah.
Where's that part? I need to see that.
Yeah. And Demi was at Macy and Michaela's baby shower where they were filming.
And they're following her again.
So I want to know what the tea is. Mm-hmm. And I want to know what the whole tea is with Marciano. He claims he posted receipts. Very weak receipts. Very weak receipts.
His receipts were so weak.
Weak.
Like, you could have just not even posted them.
Yeah, he was like, I can't say a lot, but here's proof. And it was like Demi messaging him after he posted at the airport because he had gotten kicked off Vanderpump Villa. And she was like, call me. And then he calls her. That was like it. Okay, like that's not a receipt.
Yeah.
Like take a picture of you laying next to her. That's a receipt.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that happened, but the way he's making it sound. Anyways, I'm excited for that. July 1st, we will be tuning in.
And a reunion we just finished watching was
Summer House. Okay, so here are my thoughts. I feel like Jesse Sullivan got off very easily.
I really do not understand how he was not called out more and how they just all laughed about the toe like nothing. No, like, I'm sorry. Like, we're either fucking sticking our stiletto on his neck or
what was the point of the reunion? Like, it was so annoying to watch. I can't imagine living it. Yeah. Okay? Because a lot of people are saying like, oh, just get over it. They only did it for a couple of weeks. I'm sorry. You disrespect me once, we're talking about it. Yeah. We're talking about it. And I feel like the cast laughing during Toegate was so fucked up. Like all of you that laughed, and I like a lot of them. I love Lindsay. I love Paige. I like Sierra. I like, Carl. I like the cast. But y'all laughing in that moment, that was wild. Because had it been Amanda, Lindsay, Paige, or Sierra, that would have not been the case.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially the bedbugs. If it would have been Amanda, Paige, or Sierra, not a single person would be laughing.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were laughing at Lexi, I thought that was wild. The second portion of the reunion, they talked about it for like 10 minutes. That was annoying. Jesse's a loser. Jesse is a fucking loser. You're 32 years old.
Yeah.
Like, grow up.
I also don't understand why they kicked out Emerald.
Emerald deserves better. I feel like they pigeonholed him into this like orgy dude who likes to fuck bitches and that's it. There's more to Emerald, and I feel like he deserves another season to redo.
I don't think he's gonna get another season.
No, I don't think so either. We're actually not getting another season with Lexi Wood and also Paige Desorbo.
Look, I know that Lexi was done wrong, but I didn't care to see her again. I'm sorry. Like, I just didn't. She did nothing for me.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I would have loved to see her know Jesse. Like, that would have been a slay. I would have loved that. Like, Jesse fired from Summer House would have been such a headline. I would have loved it.
How do you feel about Paige no longer coming back to Summer House?
So, okay. I love Paige. But I feel like she's very multidimensional as a person. There's things that I love about her and things that I don't like about her. Overall, I really like her, but I do think that she was there for the paycheck this season. But she doesn't need it. Like, she wasn't there because I felt like she really wanted to be there. She looked very over it all summer. Obviously, she was dealing with her, breakup and leading to the breakup with Craig, who I cannot imagine dating because he seems like the fucking worst. And we'll get to that in a second. But I think that she was just kind of over it, and I think that she outgrew the show.
Yeah.
Paige is very fucking successful. She has a very successful career outside of Summer House. Summer House needs Paige. Paige does not need Summer House. I think it was good for her to bow out because I don't think that she wants to be there. And why would I want to watch her if she doesn't want to be there?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that her ending the season and her run on the show with like being truthful about her ex, I thought that was iconic.
Yeah.
Which we learned, and I had always said, Craig 100% got kicked out of Amanda and Kyle's wedding. Like, that is his behavior. That is how Craig acts. He does not know how to fucking act. At his big ass age, he's a liar, he's a mess, and he's the worst. So when she owned up to it at the reunion and said Craig did get kicked out of Kyle and Amanda's wedding, I was like, of course he did. And the fact that he was throwing a tantrum and then wouldn't apologize to Amanda's parents, that just screams Craig. Like, that, honestly, she should have left him then. But it took her a little longer to get out of it. Of course, she loved him at one point. But you know what? She's going to be better off. Yeah. Because Craig is a fucking dork. I'm sorry. Like, so, fun fact. On Winter House, you see a little bit more about Paige and Craig's relationship because it's like they get a lot of people from different like shows and put them in one house. In one of the scenes on Winter House, Craig is like, made a mess, threw glass everywhere, was mean to Amanda, and then the next day wouldn't clean it up. He was like, no, I hire people to clean. I don't clean. So obviously, like, that, he's an entitled person. Yeah. He thinks he's better than everybody else. And I think that during that season of Winter House, it was very clear that Paige has to put up with behavior that she's not okay with.
Yeah.
So for her to say that she always felt like she had to lie because he was acting a fucking mess, I believe her.
Yeah.
And people will dog her all day long because they think Craig is the best, but let's be real here. He got more fame being with her than she got fame being with him. Mm-hmm. If anything, she got so much hate for just being associated with that man.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Craig's a loser too. He's in the same boat as Jesse Solomon in my eyes.
What do you think about Lindsay and Turner no longer being together?
I felt like that was coming.
Yeah, we did call it.
Yeah. I feel like Lindsay moved on from Carl a little too quickly, of course. But I think that, what she did what she thought was right at the time. But a part of me was like, what if Carl and Lindsay get back together?
Really?
You think?
I don't think so. I think that maybe one day they could be friendly, but I don't think she would ever get back with Carl.
I don't think so either. But a part of me was like, their history is so like long. They were such good friends at one point. It's wild, you know? It ended so badly.
Yeah.
And she said like, I'm going to be part-time next season. So.
Dang. I really love Lindsay like as a mom.
Yeah, no. I love Lindsay. I feel like a lot of people like don't like Lindsay, but I'm like, okay, y'all need to be so serious. Like Lindsay is perfect reality TV. She puts it all out there.
Yeah, and she gives it to you like it is.
Yeah, she really does.
I love it.
She was kind of wild. Sorry, I had to drink some water. I'm a little hot.
You're wearing a jacket.
I know, dude. I'm fucking sweating. Anyway, I'm excited to see what they do with the next season of Summer House, but like, I just hate Jesse Solomon.
I know. It's crazy because you loved Jesse at one point.
I literally loved him the first season that he was on the show. And now I'm just like, ew. Like, it's giving the same innocent guy comes on to show cute, funny, quirky to Tom Sandoval, Jax Taylor pipeline. Like, it's always like that. They come on the show, they're lovely, the fan base loves them, and then they do some wild fucking shit to women, and then they become the fan favorite, and everyone excuses their behavior all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. Last thing I want to talk to you about when it comes to the reunion, what did you think about Amanda and Kyle's conversation?
I think that, at this point, if you feel like you guys are not going to make it, then just end it already.
Amanda low-key hates Kyle.
Yeah.
Like, she's giving, like, I'm not ready for you to have kids with me.
They're also so different. Like, she's, like, more of a stay-at-home person. He's more of a going-out person. So, like, how did this work? How does this work?
I think at one point, she was just like that, too. Because remember, Kyle's 10 years older than Amanda.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe she thought that he would tire out, but, like, he doesn't.
That's crazy. At your 42 years of age. Years of
old. At your 42 years of old. No, that's crazy. I couldn't date someone like Kyle. Like, never home, DJing on the weekends, working all the time. The working part is not a problem. It's just that, like, every time that things slow down, that we're like, we can spend time together, you pick something else up.
Yeah.
I think he wants to have kids, but he's going to put it all on her. And Amanda's like, I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
That's very valid. And Lindsay even said it, like, good for you.
I do want to say this is a very probably unpopular opinion, or if popular, not very kind. I do foresee Kyle and Amanda getting a divorce in the near future. I think Amanda's going to wake up one day and be like, you know what? This is just not the life that I signed up for. I think it's time for me to bow out, you know? And I think it'll be valid.
Yeah.
I mean, to be quite honest, like, he did cheat on her and she still married him. That was insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens next season. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe they won't.
Yeah.
But something that's just, like, wild as fuck. We need to move to the Valley, okay? The Valley has been a mess.
A mess. Like, the fact that these are people's lives and they're this messy at their grown ages is wild.
The Valley is slowly but surely becoming one of the messiest shows I've seen in a while.
Almost too messy. Like,
yeah, like,
you feel uncomfortable watching it. Like, we've talked about this before about watching, Brittany and Jax and Michelle and Jesse. It's a lot of mess.
Yeah, in this past episode, we watched Jasmine have a conversation with Janet where she was like, you're a Karen, your vibes suck, you smell, I can't deal with you. She didn't say you smell, but, like, I can imagine that Janet smells like shit. Like, I have not heard of one Janet fan. And if you're out there, I hope you keep hiding because I can't imagine owning up to that. Annalie, yeah, okay. My best friend does, like, not mind Janet, but I wouldn't say she's a fan. She's just, like, okay with it. Like, okay with her being on the show. I don't know. I try to change her mind. Because I hate Janet.
I know you hate Janet.
I literally hate
When Jasmine said all those things to Janet, I was like, period.
Honestly, period.
Yeah.
Jasmine wanted me back because at 1 minute she was like kind of losing me there for a second.
With the whole Nia situation.
Yeah, but now I'm like, period, Jasmine.
You know what? I'm standing behind you.
Yes. Because Janet fucking sucks. Janet sucks.
Yeah.
And Jason.
And I feel like Jason also sucks.
Yeah.
Because you can't be married to Janet and, like, not suck.
Yeah. Like, you suck too.
And then when she was like, what did he say? He's like, you're breaking my heart.
Jason, I feel like is just like a nice guy who's married to a giant bitch. You know what I mean? No offense. And okay, I know that Janet posted on her Instagram story that people are like sending her like mean DMs and stuff like that. I would never. I don't send her mean DMs. I only talk bad about her behind her back. Okay. I just think that Janet needs to go. Like, I'm okay with her like not being on the show anymore. And she can take Jax with her. I don't need Jax on the show either. Like,
yeah.
Jax is so... I don't believe a word Jax Taylor says. When he was on the phone with Jason, which... Why are you FaceTiming Jason? I don't understand. And he's like, I just feel so bad for other things they did to Brittany, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe a word you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel no sympathy for Jax.
The fact that his podcast tour got canceled...
That's what he gets. He's like, I'm taking a social media break. The people posting now will be my team. I bet you it's him.
Yeah, it's him.
He's a liar.
He's his team.
He's such a liar. And then on the after show, Brittany was like, oh, like for all this time, I haven't been able to find my engagement ring and my wedding band, which is like $70,000. And Jax is like, oh, it's in a safe. And Brittany's like, no, I know he sold it. I believe Brittany. Like, nothing Jax says, he could be sitting with me telling me that the sky is blue and I could look up and the sky is blue. I don't believe a word he says.
Yeah.
He's such a liar. Like, there's no coming back. I'm sorry. You have Tom Sandoval to yourself. It's over for you.
The fact that she thinks he sold the ring.
Yeah. I'm sure he did. He was 6 years behind on taxes.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy because I freak out if I don't pay my taxes.
I know. I was late going to the tax lady, and I was like, I went like on the 16th, you know, taxes are due on the 15th, and I fucking was about to lose my shit.
I'm going to jail. Yeah. But like Jax over here owes hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, honestly, the sign that Jax is a shitty person was there all along, but what sealed the deal for me with no return, there's no coming back, is that he kicked out Brittany and his autistic son from their home when they separated. Like, he does not give a fuck. It's about him being right and manipulating her. Like, I do feel bad for Brittany. I know that's not a common thing because people just love to shit on her because she should have known better, which is fair. I get that. But, like, Jax seems like the fucking worst.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel bad for her. And she's dating somebody new. From the looks of it, he's very handsome. Good for her. And I wish her the best.
Yeah, me too.
But this season is messy, and I can't wait to see what happens the rest of the time.
We're only like halfway there.
I know, dude. I feel traumatized.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Like, it's like we're watching these conversations, and I'm like, should I be seeing this? Like, but you know, I don't stop watching, so it's kind of on me too, you know? I allow it. But okay, to the final portion of the podcast. Love Island USA Season 7 premiered on Tuesday. We are hooked. Let's talk about it. We're going to go through each person, each couple, and we're going to give you our thoughts. Okay?
Okay, so Love Island Season 7. Love Island USA Season 7. Obviously, doesn't compare to Love Island USA Season 6. That was a great season. But it is messy.
It is messy.
It is messy. So let's begin. We have Beldasha, Nick,
and Sierra. So Beldasha and Nick coupled up the first coupling. Beldasha decided not to kiss anyone.
Yeah.
And people were giving her a little bit of grief because she was, you know, she said that she wants to find someone who's Christian because she's Christian. And I'm like, making out is a part of the game. But at the same time, I don't know if I would make out with someone like outright.
Yeah.
On camera is
first
crazy.
Episode, you know what I mean?
So a part of me understands her. I think she's very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
She couples up with Nick, and they're in a couple now. Right now, I feel like the love triangle between Sierra, Nick, and Beldasha.
So Sierra took Nick from Beldasha, though.
Yeah, she was a bombshell. She walked in as a bombshell. Sierra's very beautiful. But I feel like Nick is now leaning Beldasha.
Yes, because then she made out with people.
Yeah. She ate their faces.
Let me tell you something. Can I be honest? I think Nick is just horny, and whoever is like attending his horny is who he's gonna go for.
Yeah, someone put it into very like simple terms, and they were like, the reason that Nick was like kind of like leaning Sierra was because Beldasha was not making out with him, being like sexual and physical.
Yeah.
And then the second she switched and I guess gave him that physical attention, he was like, oh, okay, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of wild because like, what if she's going out of her comfort zone to like win a man? And I would hate that for her.
Yeah.
Because she's only like slept with one person, been in one relationship, and I'm sorry, Queen, but Nick is just not that cute.
Yeah. I know people are like, Nick is so hot. Like, they're thinking he's like the Rob of this season. And I'm like, where?
Just to be quite honest, the women of Love Island USA Season 7 are so gorgeous, okay? Models, icons, queens. The face card never declines, except for Julissa. Okay, she doesn't count. The men... Where did we find these men? We could have found better. There is some handsome men out there. There's a few cute face cards. You know, Taylor, Ace, cute. Jeremiah. Handsome. But I feel like we could have done better. It doesn't match. Like, you have a batch of baddies, and then you have, you know, a mixed bag of men.
Yeah,
you know?
like, good-ish,
you know? Not great, good.
Yeah.
You know? But then we have, you know, Ace and Julissa. So Ace and Shelly knew each other prior to being on the show.
Yeah.
They both walked in, or she's there, he walks in, she's like, oh my God, they know each other. They, you know, we announced that we know each other. They all make out, you know. Julissa then decides to choose Ace after Shelly had been coupled up with him. But she didn't last long.
No. Love Island USA Season 7 producers said, hey, You're actually going home.
Hey, your spirit flight leaves at 5 a.m. You gotta go, girl. Because Julissa decided to say some very fucking awful things on a podcast. Racist slurs, okay? And they're not gonna put up with it.
Yeah, they took her out expeditiously.
They said with the quickness.
As fast as you got here is as fast as you're fucking leaving, bitch. You're gone.
She spent more time on the plane than she probably did in the villa.
You know how they have to like not quarantine, but yeah, basically like quarantine a couple of weeks before the show.
Oh yeah, because they have to be like alone. And then they like take their phones down.
Imagine she went through the whole process and they said, "See you later," or "See you never."
See you never. More likely.
See you never. That's so crazy. She did post an apology on her social media. It gave ChatGPT vibes. I really don't care. I'm really glad producers got rid of her. Yeah. I didn't really care to continue watching her on my screen, and I'm really glad that they took her out as fast as they did.
Yeah, they literally said, "You just got here, but you're also going home."
Yeah, yeah. So now Ace is single.
Yes, Ace is now single, and Shelly ended up with Austin.
Yeah.
So she had originally
One thing
picked
about
Ace.
Shelly. Oh my god, she has to be the most beautiful human I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
she is so gorgeous. Like I'm just like in awe anytime I see her on my screen. I'm like, she is so fucking beautiful.
She is like if Halle Bailey and Cassie had a baby.
Yeah, like she's gorgeous, and I like her energy.
Yeah, she's the best energy. She's like this baddie vibe. Like, she's not gonna let anyone stress her out. She said, "I'm here to find my man. And if I don't find my man, I'm gonna find a woman, and I'm cool with that." Like, she's like, I feel like everybody wants her.
Yeah, and then she got partnered up with Austin
because Julissa took her fucking man. Yeah, so she ended up with Austin. Oh, I hate that for her. Austin, does he know how to read? Please, if I had to put money on it, if Austin knows how to read, I could bet no, and I probably would win.
I don't find him attractive.
No. And then during the game, he said thousands of nudes, has fucked hundreds of women. Like, not your body count is your business, but like, damn.
I know, like, lie a little.
And also, you're 27.
I know. One time he had sex with like 6 women in one day. 4 women in one day. And Alondra was like, 8 out of those 24 hours you sleep. What are you like? What are you?
Yeah, you know? Damn.
But I'm glad that Shelly's kind of seeing him more as like a
friend.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was really devastated when they ended up together.
Yeah, I was like Shelly.
Then we have Huda and Jeremiah.
Huda and Jeremiah. Okay, so they're like really locked in from the beginning, and I will say they're both very good-looking people. Okay? Yeah, Jeremiah is very attractive.
Yeah.
But I can feel the toxicness.
Oh, the toxicity in that relationship already. Yeah, 4 days in.
4 days in. Okay, you guys just met.
Yeah.
And Huda is a mother.
Yeah. She doesn't tell him till like, what, 2 days in?
2 days in. People were saying that, she should have told him immediately. I actually don't know how I feel about that because I don't have a child, so I can't envision what I would do.
I think that if they were in the outside world, I would understand why she waited. But because they're in this show, I would have said something. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But you just like never know because we don't have kids.
Yeah. So then she tells him, she sits him down and she's like, I have something to tell you. There's a reason I'm so mature. I have a 2-bedroom apartment for a reason. She's fucking talking for hours at this point. I'm like, get it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, what did he even probably think? Are you a murderer or something crazy? She tells him and he's like, oh, how many kids? And she's like, 1. And she's like, look at me. And he's like, I can't. And I was like, that would have been it for me. Like, if he can't look at you during that conversation, that kind of says like, he gave no comfort at all.
No comfort.
It gave, I'm going to stay coupled up with you, but I'm going to look. Yeah. And I might decide to go elsewhere later.
Yeah.
They're a little too toxic for me, I feel like, at this point.
So early on.
Yeah, so they're
so early on.
She tells him, he makes a comment about like, oh, it's not a big deal when we win this thing. So it's giving like, I'm here for the money.
Yeah. Which
I guess. But don't say it.
Yeah.
And then during the challenge, the baseball challenge, we see 2 bombshells walk in. Hannah and Amaya. And of course, throughout the past couple of days, the 3 days that have passed by, 72 hours, Jeremiah and Huda have been linked up. They've been locked in, but someone here, shakes Huda in her boots. And Amaya makes out with Jeremiah. And Jeremiah does not look like he wants to make out with her. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. He was like...
And she's all...
Yeah.
They make out so intensely. Like, do y'all have families? I just could never... Like, that's all I can think of. Like, I can't imagine my mom seeing me make out, like, with so much, like, intensity.
Yeah, and Huda was mad.
She was like... And I was like, damn, Huda, she's about to fight this bitch.
I know. Then she was being so mean to them afterwards. Okay, so let's take a couple steps back.
Yeah.
Next couple, Alondra and Taylor.
Yeah.
Alondra also gorgeous woman. And, she couples up with Taylor because she wants a Southern man. And
Taylor is so funny to me without trying. Like, he's just, like, always doing some wild shit. And I'm like... Does he know he's alive too? Like, he's just so funny to me. I really hope he makes it far, even if he doesn't, like, find someone, just because I like watching him. I think he's so funny.
Yeah. So, whenever, Sierra is picking the couples, Taylor gets up.
Yeah.
And Huda kind of makes a comment like, oh, like, I hate this. Because the only guy that didn't stand up was Jeremiah. So
yeah, because she had him she was literally like, you're not getting up.
Yeah. And so she makes a comment to Alondra and to Shelly, because her man also got up, but, like, Austin can quite literally go, And so Alondra was like, hey, like, don't worry about it, like, and people came for Alondra. Don't come for my queen. Don't fucking come for my queen. Because, like, I'm sorry, I felt like Huda was doing a little too much in the moment. Everyone just met.
I know. Like, just because you're getting married doesn't mean we are. Like, Huda literally said, like, oh, y'all are a bunch of little kids. Like, I'm so proud of you to Jeremiah. Relax. He just stayed put. And then she was like, y'all need a real man. Bitch, you met this man 72 hours ago. And I understand that she was trying to be a girl's girl in that moment, but what you're doing is embarrassing them.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing.
And Alondra was kind of like, no, like, and she says that in the following episode, like, that's not how I meant it. Like, oh, like, we're gonna chat about this later. And it's like, you guys were fucking coming for Alondra, calling her a mean girl. Now Huda is literally dragging the bombshells. Where's that energy towards Huda?
Yeah,
like. Like, y'all were ready to vote Alondra out because of this. Even though Alondra, like, fucking makes up with Huda and is like, I know what you were trying to do, but I just wanted you to know that, like, hey, like, we were going to talk about this later. Like, I know you're a girl's girl. Like, I love you. Like, whatever. And, like, come on.
I know. Alondra, stand behind me.
Yeah.
I was ready to... I was fucking keyboard warrior for Alondra. I was like, y'all are not going to do this.
You're not going to do this to my girl.
Yeah. Like, some people were like, we are voting for... Who's we?
Who's we?
It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not
because I could tell that, like, okay, like, Huda was, like, probably really excited that Jeremiah stayed put, and that's like so fine and, like, so great for you. But, like, the game just started. Like, we are literally basically only a week into Love Island. We got 5 more weeks to go.
I know.
Which is great.
Yeah. So I feel like people coming for Alondra was weird, especially because she was doing too much in that moment. Like, cause the thing is, like, people were like, well, Alondra should have told Huda in private. Alondra told Huda in that moment because Huda was gonna keep fucking going. Yeah. There was no stopping her. So, like, it was like, hey, like, if it was me, I would have been like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, honestly, Alondra did she said the best thing that she could have said in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, I just to put it out there, I don't hate Huda. Okay, I don't dislike her at all. I actually really liked her.
I liked her really too. I liked her a lot too.
But I feel like she was doing too much in that moment, and I feel like when she was coming for Amaya, like, you don't even know her.
Yeah.
And, like, you just met this man.
And she says, she's trying to come for her in her relationship. Do you think Amaya knew that her and Jeremiah were like...
Well, they do watch the show.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But Amaya is, like, bombshelling because she's a bombshell.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think she was going to come in? Like, play fucking hopscotch and some Uno? No. She's trying to meet a man, too. And I feel like Jeremiah, he's swingable.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. The way that he wasn't kissing Amaya was like...
I feel like maybe not Amaya is going to turn his head. How do you say it? Turn his head. But a baddie is going to come in and turn his head.
Like Casa?
Dude.
This is the thing. I'm actually worried for Huda because if no, Kathy, I'm concerned because if this is what's
setting her off now,
what's gonna happen when he goes to Casa or when they go to Casa or however it goes this time around?
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
wild.
I feel like she's probably more of like a sensitive girly and like I'm scared that they could really fuck her up mentally, dude. Like, think about it.
No, it's true. Okay, I do understand that. But I feel like you're well aware of what the show is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know that going in, like, people are going to explore other people.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, if I was, like, younger, ready to go on Love Island, I personally know that I couldn't handle that because I'm very sensitive and it just wouldn't work for me. I'd be like, okay, like, I'd be crying every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, like, but the thing is, for me, it's not even her about being emotional or kind of like territorial with Jeremiah. It's about being mean to Amaya. You know what I mean? Like, she can be territorial and like cry and be sad about the whole thing with the bombshell, but I think it's the way she's talking about her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people are comparing her to Kaylor. Like, Kaylor was wild and out, delusional, crying over Aaron a lot, but she was never rude to anyone.
Never rude to the girls.
Never rude. So I just felt like it was a little much, but at the same time, I don't want Huda to like go into like a crash out either.
Exactly.
And I could see that.
I know, the Casa thing, like, that's what scares me for her.
Oh my God.
What do you think of Charlie and Hannah?
Charlie has all the ingredients to be attractive, but he's not.
Yeah.
Like, tall, British, has a good face. The personality just gives like, where's my hug at? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's very, like, he has all the qualities on paper. It's just when you put him into real world.
What do you think of Hannah?
She's okay.
Yeah, she seems sweet.
She seems nice. She's kind of there. Who is she vibing with? Is she vibing with Charlie?
Nick and Austin, maybe?
I don't know. I feel like the bombshells and Charlie and Austin, I'm like, I don't even pay attention to them.
Yeah.
But I hope he finds someone. When no one stood up for him, I felt really bad though. I wanted to cry for him.
I felt really bad too because I was like, damn, all the guys got up except Jeremiah and none of the ladies got up.
Yeah. Honestly, that would send me. Like, I would be like, you know what? I want to go home. Please don't air this. I will actually literally jump off the plane that I'm going home in. Like, I would hate that. Like, if that was me, I'd be really fucking sad.
I'm excited to see what this season has for us, though. Like, it's no season 6, but it's starting off juicy. But you can't
compare it to season 6.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. But it's starting off juicy.
Yeah, but don't compare it.
Okay.
Because everybody's comparing it. It's annoying as fuck. It's pissing me off. Oh, we're like, Huda's the new Leah or whatever. No, Leah is Leah, Huda is Huda, and Shelly's my queen. And that's it.
Yeah, Shelly is my queen. I also love Alondra.
I love Alondra too.
I love Alondra. Alondra and Shelly are my girls. Like, I need to see them in the final.
Oh, Shelly will win the show. I already think know
so?
It. Oh, yeah, I'm calling it. I'm writing it out. Also, Shelly's man is not in the villa. It cannot be. Okay? Like, the choices are too whack for that to be.
Do you think Alondra's man is in the villa? You think it's Taylor?
No. I think Alondra and Nick are giving me like sex vibes. Like, they're giving me like they could be really hot together.
Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful.
I know. And her butt when they were doing like the baseball game or whatever. Wild.
Yeah, I know. She has her body is amazing. Well, all of their bodies are amazing. I know. And someone said, how do you not get like a UTI wearing like bikinis all the time?
Why would that even be a thing?
I don't know. Someone's IUD fell out.
Apparently. Beldasha is also really beautiful, but she also sounds like her first day on earth was yesterday. Okay, she's so beautiful, but every time she talks, I'm like, what is happening? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of them, like, they talk in, like, Gen Z world talk, and I'm like, I feel like no one has said a sentence.
Yeah.
Does everybody here know how to read? You know what I mean? Like, you cannot tell me that Beldasha knows how to read. Like, she's so beautiful. But, like, she and Austin failed the 3rd grade.
I think they just, maybe it's like a vibe that we just
It's
don't.
the Gen Z vibe.
I know, but everybody's talking about it on social media.
Yeah. it's a good season so far. I'm excited to see what's up. Janae and Serena are going to be on the After Sun next week. I'm excited to see what they say. And we're going to get more tea on Beyond the Villa, which I want to see. I do want to say something, though. I really want to say this. Because we brought up season 6, I just want to make a point. Nicole was still done so dirty. Okay? Till this day. Justice for my queen, Nicole. Because you guys came for her too hard when Kendall was a weirdo in the villa. He had something unfortunate happen to him. Of course, I feel bad for him, but he still was a weirdo. Yeah. And that's all I gotta say. Because people were coming for Nicole in her comment section when she posted the other day. You know how they were all posting like 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago I was on the villa? She was posting and people were sort of like, you were still weird for like what you did to Kendall. Like, what about what Kendall did to Nicole?
Yeah.
He lied to her.
Yeah.
If Kendall had just been honest with Nicole, that's all she wanted.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, Nicole's a weirdo. No, Kendall's a weirdo.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to end it today. Okay? I'm excited to see the remainder of the season of Love Island. Love is Blind. I get the two confused.
Yeah, me too.
Love Island. Shelly's gonna win. That's my prediction. I don't know with who though. I don't think her man is in the villa. Because he can't be.
Yeah.
Who else? Did we miss anyone?
No, that's it.
Charlie with his Squidward face. Someone said he looks like handsome Squidward, but he does. But like he has all the ingredients to be a very attractive man. It's just like he's just not putting them into play.
Yeah.
I need you to cook a little better. You know what I mean? But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We were so happy to share our trip, our thoughts, and so on. We will see you guys next week. And like always, Morning Chisme podcast on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You look like you want to say something.
No, I'm listening to you finish out our pod.
Okay. But we love you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye.